Tasmania in 12 Days Part 2. We left you last time after travelling the western side of the island state. Now it's time to head up the east coast. First stop, Port Arthur, a historic convict prison turned tourist attraction. An experience well worth the visit. We jumped on the free ferry trip that's included in the admissions ticket, explored old ruins of the prison and church, and ventured into some of the well-maintained buildings that still stand. Now it's time to head up the coast and explore. Good morning.
Welcome back to Tasmania.
Episode 2.
Last episode we spent going down the west side of Tasmania.
Yep.
And this time we're going up the east coast.
Yep.
So if you haven't seen the first video, go check that out now. You can see all the adventures from Cradle Mountain to Lake St Clair.
The caves.
Caves, the most southern pub in Australia.
Yep.
But yeah, yesterday we went for a little journey out to Port Arthur, which was pretty cool. Definitely worth a visit if you're out this way.
Yeah, it was wicked. You could actually spend way more than one day there if you wanted to. If that's your jam. It is.
It's almost like
good.
like an old English medieval city almost.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really well looked after.
Yeah, now we are on our way to Wineglass Bay.
Yep, and it's the windiest and crappiest weather we've had since we've been here.
Yeah, we've had the weather we've had since we've got here for like the last week has been magical. It's been sunny.
The sun has been out every single day.
It's almost been warm. But yeah, there's meant to be a bit of bad weather coming in this weekend, unfortunately. But
it's meant to be blowing a gale today, so
it's all right. You win some, you lose some. But yeah, so we've got a 3-hour drive ahead of us today, so a bit of a journey.
Yeah.
But
we're up with the sunrise this morning.
Yep, up us nice and early so we could get the good views. Unfortunately, you can't see the sunrise at the moment. It's sort of over that way.
And it's cloudy, but
But yeah, so we're going to jump in the bus and start driving.
We'll see you in 3 or so hours.
Well, we made it.
Sure did. It was a trek and a half, that's for sure.
We're at Freycinet National Park.
Freycinet,
something like that. And now we're doing the walk to go up to Wineglass Bay. Sneaky 6-kilometre trek.
Yep.
1,000 steps apparently.
Why don't we do this to ourselves? It'll be worth it, hopefully.
Yeah, so let's go for a walk.
And see some shit.
It's kind of hard. We were just saying before when we're driving, you've been driving for 3 hours and then you get somewhere and then you're like, I can't bother doing anything.
But it's a hectic 3-hour drive too. Like,
yeah,
it's really windy and windy and
fighting the road the whole way here. But that's what you do when you're on holidays, I guess.
When you got 12 days to fit all of Tas in.
So yeah, come with us as we go for a look at the infamous Wineglass Bay.
Let's do it. I reckon there's some fish in there.
Reckon?
Yeah, just a couple. Sugar rods. How you doing?
Come to Shelby's arch nemesis. The stairs. You was probably on the last episode when we went through Cradle Mountain. We didn't catch it on film, but
I fell backwards.
Shelby decided she wanted to fall down the stairs.
I got another nice one on my leg too. Mitchell didn't even get it on film.
She's too busy trying to save her life, you know.
Hey, I'd already saved myself, thank you.
Oh. So hopefully she doesn't fall down again.
Yes. never ending story.
Made it.
Made it.
1,000 steps down.
I'm gonna f***ing die on the way back. But we made it.
Fun fact, did you know the reason why it's called Wineglass Bay isn't because of the shape, but it actually, back when Australia used to do whaling, they used to bring all the whales in here and they used to process them or whatever on the beach here, and the whole bay would turn red.
From the blood. And that's why it's called Wineglass Bay.
There you go.
Which puts a bit of a damper on it, but cool backstory nonetheless.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to day 7? 8.
Yeah, something like that.
One of them. We don't know anymore. They're all morphing into one.
No such thing as days of the week when you don't have days of the week.
Yes. So we're just rolling out of Freycinet. We camped here last night in the... What one is it?
Robinson's, I think. Robinson's Beach or something.
It's like right behind the information centre, and it's actually a wicked little camp right on the beach.
It was only, what, $16 for a powered site with toilets?
Yeah, and water.
Toilets, yeah, water, and it actually wasn't too many people here, but we just rolled in yesterday and just went and...
into the information centre and asked if there was any bays, pretty much.
Yeah, but I think because obviously we're here during off-season, you know, it's pretty easy to get places because not very many people are around. But if you come here during summer, you actually have to put your name into a ballot. And
they draw a ballot in August for pretty much all of peak season, pretty much, like Easter, Christmas.
So it's pretty much all booked out during summer.
Which I can understand why, because it's some wicked beaches, but yeah. Yeah,
and we're off to St Helens today.
Yeah.
So it's only like a hour and a half, 2 hour drive or something.
Yeah, I think so. So it's up near like Bay of Fires and stuff like that. So I think we're going to try and have a bit of a chill day today. Just get to St Helens and maybe have a walk around town and stuff, see what the go is, and then tomorrow we will head out to Bay of Fires, and there's a little camp out there, I think, near the beach as well. We might do that for our second last night here. But we'll see what happens. We'll get to St Helens first and figure out what we're doing.
I don't know how people plan holidays. I mean, this is probably the most holiday
trip we've done.
Yeah, pretty much, because normally when we go camping or you know when we're traveling around, we'll stay at a place for a week or a month,
and we have the car and
whereas this we've just been touring in the bus, and we sort of half planned it, or you know, planned around a lot of places to go and that.
Yeah.
But
which we kind of had to, because we only had 12 days here.
Yeah.
We wanted to see as much as we could.
But it hasn't really turned out. We've had a lot of change of plans. A lot of things we've wanted to do have been closed because obviously it's off season.
So nothing, like a lot of stuff doesn't actually open until September, which is fine. You know, they obviously don't make the money, but for people like us, it sucks.
Yeah. That's just the perks of doing stuff in off season when it's obviously cheaper, and this was the only time we could really get over to Tasmania with the ferry.
And it worked out better for us timing-wise too, because we were already in Melbourne.
But also the ferry stitched us up. We were meant to have 2 weeks here, and then probably a week before we left, we got an email saying it had been moved back 2 days, so we only got 12 days instead of 14.
Yeah, and it wasn't until like later at night. But anyway, besides all that, it has been wicked. We have seen some cool shit.
Yeah.
But I think we just need a bit of a relaxing day. We've had a few full-on days.
The driving.
All done by our own choice, of course, because we've been decided to hike everything and climb mountains and whatever else in consecutive order, but it's fine.
It's time to just cruise for today.
Yeah, my poor little leggies need a break. So, let's cruise and see what St Helens has to offer.
Let's roll.
Hey. Imagine living in that house. Imagine. Look, the house right there. Imagine how much money that house is worth. I wonder.
Bay of Fires, check.
Yep.
How'd you find it, Shelby?
Is it right?
It's alright.
Beautiful water.
Yeah, the coastline and the water and stuff was really beautiful. We found out it's not actually called Bay of Fires because of the orange rocks, but it's called Bay of Fires because, was it the guy who found it could see...
Yeah, Tobias Fur... I can't remember what his last name is, but back in like 1748 or whatever it was, he called it Bay of Fires because he could see so many fires that were lit by the Aborigines all scattered around that coastline, and that's why it was called Bay of Fires.
So yeah, there you go. I mean, it was nice out there, but it wasn't... I don't know, I was expecting
beautiful,
more.
Yeah, it was a beautiful like piece of coast, but it just... It's one of those things, like you see what people post in reels and stuff like that, and it was nothing like that.
Yeah, it wasn't quite as big and as extravagant as I thought it was going to be anyway.
Yeah.
But we were going to stay out
just
there.
Just up the road, yeah.
Yeah, just up the road from Bay of Fires, but then we ended up finding this camp, and I'm glad we found it.
Yeah, because it is.
Because it is probably
spectacular.
The best camp we've stayed at in Tasmania, I reckon.
Yeah.
Right on the water. There's like no one else here.
There's wombats.
There's wombats. We've seen a wombat on the way in.
Wombat! Look at his little bum! Careful, babe. This is the best campsite ever! Yep.
So Shelby's just, living her best life.
I'm just waiting for them to all come out.
Yeah, so have a look at this. This is where the bus is parked. Just here on the grass. And then if we go over here, right there. Spectacular. The best camp on the Tasmanian east coast for sure, and possibly the best camp in Tasmania that we found anyway.
I was about to say that we know about.
Yeah, that we found. So
yeah, it is pretty cool. Definitely, if you get the chance, It's funny, the drive out here is a bit, there you go.
It was like 30 k's on a gravel road or something.
Yeah.
But it was fine. It was actually really smooth.
I feel like it's probably the best gravel road we've ever driven on, actually.
Compared to some of them we've been on, we've just wanted to neck the whole time we've been going on them. But yeah, it's been cool. We've only got tomorrow's our last full day, and then we're on the ferry the day after.
Yeah, it's gone so quickly. I wish we had longer. But unfortunately with the ferry it just is what it is.
Well, it's like you could, if you really wanted to, you could find so much more stuff to go and do.
Yeah.
And then you could possibly just cruise. Like I feel like the last 12 days we've been running around a fair bit.
Not running around, but I feel like we've just been stressing about filling our days and doing things, so we're not missing out, I think, which is fine. It is what it is, because we only did have 12 days, so we wanted to see as much as we could. But it's one of those things too, like the government promotes coming here in the off season, which I definitely think it's worthwhile. Like, it's been spectacular, but there's no incentive for businesses to be open. Like, there's been a lot of places we've been. Yeah,
if it's coming here in the off season is good because there's no one here and everything's real quiet. But then at the same time, like a lot of, if you want to come here to go to like breweries and wineries and cafes and restaurants and stuff, like a lot of the towns,
most of them are closed until September. They take a winter break and they don't come back until like the second week in September or something. So
because we stayed in St. Helens last night, and we're like, we'll go out for a little sneaky drink. It's Saturday night.
Go out for some tea, and
there was a couple of cool little bars they had in town, but they were all closed. All closed for winter. So we just ended up going to the local pub, which was still fine. It was still good. But if your jam is coming out to like touristy attractions, like all those sorts of things, then definitely don't come out during winter.
Yeah.
Because you will be disappointed.
I can't even imagine what some of the places will be like in summer though. Like Cradle Mountain and stuff like that. Like, it was so busy when we were there. I could not imagine what that would be like in peak season. It would be mayhem.
Yeah, so I think Cradle Mountain was busy. Lake St Clair wasn't too busy. There was a few people there, but not like heaps.
Heaps, yeah.
But then apart from that, most places have been relatively quiet. But then it's funny because obviously like Tasmania just reminds me of like one gigantic country town. There's all these, like, especially on the west side, more so, because there's towns and stuff everywhere, but the town consists of like a couple of houses. Yeah. And there might be a pub there.
Yeah, you'll literally be like driving down the highway that you drive on to get wherever you're going, and you'll be like, oh, there's a town coming up. Cool, like, let's stop. And we'll get there and it'll literally be like 5 houses. And maybe a petrol station, if we're lucky.
The East Coast is a bit more like populated, and the towns are a lot bigger.
It's a bit more touristy on this side too, I think.
Yeah.
Like, there's a bit more touristy stuff to do, where on the west it's not. Like, the west is more like mountain hikes and...
Yeah, it's definitely more wilderness than it is, like towns with activities and stuff.
Yeah, like the west side you have to search for things.
Yeah.
Where the east side it's more like made for tourists, I think, yeah.
But no, it's definitely been a wicked time over here. You can definitely do it in 2 weeks, but you could definitely do it in a lot longer as well, if you wanted to do a whole thing.
It would be cool to come over here and just cruise and take our time and be able to spend, like, some of these places, like, be able to spend like a week or like we usually do, and actually get some proper adventures in.
Yeah. So tomorrow we're off to Beauty Point.
Go see some seahorses.
Apparently there's a seahorse farm out there. So we're going to go look at the little seahorses.
Yep.
And that'll be us done for Tasmania.
I know. It's crazy how quick it's gone. I can't believe it.
And we don't know what we're doing yet after that.
Yep, we haven't really thought about it.
Yeah, so we're going to just sit back and put our feet up and just chill out at this awesome spot. But we'll catch you tomorrow with the seahorses. we go. That's Tasmania.
We did it.
Done.
11 days, 1,600 Ks, and a whole lot of fun.
Whole lot of fun. We're just sitting in the bus, waiting to check in.
In line.
In line.
The longest waiting period ever.
Ever.
But Tassie was wicked.
Yeah, yesterday we ended up just going to Seahorse World and
Platypus House, I think.
yeah, Platypus House.
I loved it. You were.
I mean, it was cool. It was cool to go see and
Yeah.
something to do, but
I think I loved it because I love learning weird facts about animals.
you just
I
love
think.
animals. You
Yeah.
just happily hang out with animals all the time.
All day, every day.
But I mean, it was still interesting. The Seahorse farm was kind of interesting, and
It was a cool experience. They were just super educational and like their tours. But I think it only cost us $50 for both of us for each tour. But I loved it.
yeah, that was fun. The rest of Tassie's been fun. We really enjoyed Tassie.
Yeah, I would like to come back and do it probably in summer because we missed out on a fair few things because a lot is closed.
I was saying the other day, I already missed out on, I don't know, touristy stuff. Not bakeries.
The train.
Oh, yeah, I guess the train and stuff like that. I guess none of that stuff was open as well.
Yeah. I don't know, I would just love to experience this place in summer. It was wicked, and I would do it again in winter as well. I loved the last 2 weeks. I think it was a really good adventure.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Has been fun, well worth the trip. So if you're thinking about it, get on it. Do it.
Get on it.
Get on it.
Just get on it.
And we saw wombats. We saw platypus. It's been the best 11 days of my life.
Just living the best life amongst all the animals.
It's great.
But yeah, so yeah, that's it for Tasmania. We're on the ship back to the mainland tonight.
Yep, and we don't know what's coming next, so you'll know when we do.
Thanks for watching. Make sure as if you've got this far that you definitely subscribed.
Like.
Give us a like.
Follow.
Let us know. Comment on what you thought about the places we stayed. I definitely reckon, what was that joint called?
Policeman
Point was definitely probably one of the best camps we've ever stayed at.
Yeah,
so.
that was the favourite, I reckon. Well, the favourite of the trip. And probably, yeah, I reckon one of the best ones we've ever stayed at on the road. And it was free.
Free.
Love a free camp.
Yes, thanks for watching, and we'll catch us on the next adventure, I reckon.
Bye.